So we kind of went over, I know you can't see my face in the video, but it's there. Went over some more hybrid picking stuff with an example that's got a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs. And there's actually a song called Waiting for Godot, G-O-D-O-T. And it's a song of mine. So we just kind of went over the intro. It revolves around using the G chord, using the C chord, and the D and the A minor. And a lot of these, your fingers are going to be moving in different ways, but you're going to maintain a lot of the general chord shape, and sort of that's where the hammer-ons and the pull-offs come from. And so I'm going to go through it once kind of fast so that you see sort of what it sounds like overall, and then I'll kind of break down the parts in sort of digestible chunks really quick. So it sounds like this. More or less like that. So you get the general idea. And so some of these things are kind of repeatable patterns. Like I said, you have your hand sort of in the G shape at the beginning, but right from the very beginning, you're already kind of altering that shape. You're keeping your middle finger on the root note, but right from the beginning, you're kind of hammering on to the B note on the G string, sort of recreating this open G kind of chord strum going on like standard G, like not the G add 9. But you're creating that too because you have your other finger there, you just don't happen to pluck it. So that would be like. And then the next kind of chunk, there's a little bit of a banjo roll kind of thing going on there. So when you pluck the first string down with a pick, after that you start this little pattern, which is part of like a pattern that you can kind of apply throughout, and you actually will apply it. So you use your middle finger to hit this G string, and then there's another pull off. Same sort of little types of patterns emerge, you know. Hear what's going on there as far as like a call and response. And then it changes. And that's kind of a little driving melody in there. When you're going to the C, as soon as you get on it, you're going to pull off, but then it comes right back on without actually making a sound when it comes back on. So see how you did that thing again. Same thing as earlier, but just with a different bass note, bass string. So you can see sort of patterns emerging that are going to help with actually completing that song. Okay, so that was here. There's a lot of that. I'm hammering on one string, hitting the root note, and then lifting a finger off and hitting that same string that I just hammered on open. So kind of using that open note in the G, but then augmenting it a little bit, just to help move the melody along a little bit. And then there's another thing that happens that's recurring, which is using, so if earlier that pattern's happening, there's another thing where you kind of reverse it and you go higher. So if this was E string, G string, D string, E string, G string, D string, this other pattern is E string, G string, D string, G string. So it goes up instead of down. So and then it has another little pull off that happens, and this is kind of where we looked at when you're pulling off onto an open note, you sometimes have to kind of pull down a little bit and sort of pluck it with the finger that's pulling off. So you you have two of those and that little run that's at the end of the 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth staff line there. And then it goes into the D. A minor. Just like a standard arpeggio going down. And that's how it goes all together. You know, playing it piece by piece, you'll kind of learn how it goes, but watch the beginning of the video to hear, you know, how it sort of sounds all together. Approximate as you need, because, you know, in the end, it's really just a folk song anyway. And you could play it. You know, just sort of strum it or whatever as well. But anyway, check it out, see if you dig it. I'll look up the Pokemon theme song and see if we can figure out ways to get at that one. Yeah, we can go. Is there a specific key that you've found that one in? Do you know what maybe the first chord is, so that I can make sure that I'm working off the same version?
It was, I believe it was.
I don't remember exactly. Okay, well, we'll check it out, and it won't be too hard to transpose if I'm doing it in the wrong one.